Okay. Hi, everybody. Michelle Carpenter and Jonathan Carpenter, my husband here. And I have been wanting to make this video for a while. I am a double diamond with It Works Global, and I've been with the business for 2 years. And I have been wanting to sort of get my husband's perspective here on video for you guys because so often other ladies on my team tell me that their husbands feel like, maybe this isn't a real job opportunity, or, that they're wasting their time. So because I have found success with this business, I just wanted to sort of do a quick little interview with my husband so that you guys can get his perspective. So what I want to talk about first is the bad stuff. And honestly, I haven't told him what I have in my evil plan for this little interview. But let's talk about the bad stuff. What has been difficult about having your wife as an It Works, crazy It Works girl?
The difficult things?
Yeah. Don't hold back.
I'd say probably the most difficult stuff is just realizing how much, with your time occupied, how much you actually do around the house, and then how much I have to step up and clean and do other things around the house just to keep the kids' lives as normal as possible from what they're used to, from having dinner ready and dishes to eat dinner on and stuff like that. Clean dishes, I should say. So
we have sorry. We have busy months and we have slower months. And on the slower months, I have the time to, get dinner ready and have the chores done and laundry done. But in the busy months, sometimes, he comes home to I've gotten the laundry done, but it's all in a huge clean pile on the bed, and we end up folding it together. And he's really done a great job just stepping up and taking over some of those domestic responsibilities. He still works, and so I know a lot of guys, they want to go and they want to do their job and come home and have everything ready for them, especially if their wife is a homemaker and that's really their only job. What would you suggest to guys that are getting frustrated with their wives not having dinner ready, kids in the bathtub and everything that they're normally used to having? Because I remember you and I have had a couple difficult moments where you were like, babe, you've got to go grocery shopping and put food on this table.
So what was the question?
The question is, what would you say to guys that are feeling frustrated with their wives and the commitment that they're putting towards It Works during the busy season?
The big thing is just to know that it's worth it. It's all going to pay off. So it's going to pay for itself in the long run for sure. I know that, not to mention you'll be fed, which is good, but I mean, just push through it, support each other as much as possible. It sucks because, especially for me, ever since we joined the military, it's been a single income for 4 years doing before you started this. So it was a huge change for us. It was a huge change for me not to come home and, at least have some idea what was going to happen for dinner and have basically the laundry done all the time and kids
house clean.
Yeah, and it was a huge change. We got in several heated discussions about it.
Not that heated. He's really chill.
And but just know that it's worth it in the end, and knowing that it's worth it, and knowing that during the busy months, especially at the end of those busy months where it gets even more crazy, I still remind myself that it's going to be worth it. And we've been able to get out of so much debt that it just blows my mind. And being able to see a light at the end of the tunnel and have a whole new future in front of us is just amazing to me. So it's definitely worth it. Yes, there's going to be a little discussions here and there. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get tired of it. You're going to wish it was back to the same. But trust me, once things start changing and you start seeing the success that your wife's going to have or that you're both going to have in this company, that you'll never want anything else again.
Well, I remember telling you the first year that I was with It Works, and I was really running for Diamond, and I said, give me till the end of August. And I think you said, fine, and left the room. But he was frustrated with me, but he was supportive. Yeah. You never told me, you need to stop doing this. You never did anything like that. He wasn't frustrated, or if he was, he kept it to himself. And he really just let me work all day, all evening, into the night, sometimes really late, and push for these promotions. So being a supportive husband is something that I can't stress how important it is, just to have some patience with your wife. If you don't get it yet, you will once she starts getting that paycheck. Let's talk about the paycheck. Let's not be tacky and talk numbers, but let's talk about how you said we were paying off debt, but how else has it changed specifically our future in the next 6 months or so that we're looking at?
Well, we'll be able to finally separate from the military after my 6 years is up, which will be up in the end of August is when I'll go on terminal leave. And we'll actually be able to get back down to, we're hoping to get back down to Texas and be around family again, close family, and just let the kids have a life with their grandparents since they haven't really had that.
Well, I have a few friends whose husbands love the military. They love the military and they wouldn't want to quit.
Okay.
Ever. Why is quitting the military an option for us? Why have we made this decision?
Well, we can financially do it. When I first joined the military, we were talking about doing 20 years. And
oh, yeah, that was the plan.
I was even planning on commissioning and going officer and finishing out the 20 as an officer for that. But there was something after having my 5 deployments and stuff like that time away from the kids just got harder and harder and harder, and time away from the wife as well. And I really came into the idea of owning my own time, owning my family time, as well as just being able to spend every moment I wanted to with my kids and not ever having to worry about being out of their lives for months at a time.
And at what point did you figure that this was what was going to catapult that dream into being a reality for you? I remember.
Oh, do you? Because it's probably better than that, because I don't really know what you're going for.
It was at conference.
When
you looked over at me. We were at conference.
2014.
Freedom 2014 in Tampa, Florida. And he looked at me and said, because we were at the point of, he was like, okay, do I re-enlist? Do I not re-enlist? It was coming up, in 18 months or so. And at that point, I think I was I was paid as a Ruby, maybe executive. Yeah. And he looked over at me and said, okay, that's it. I'm not re-enlisting. Yeah. I'm getting out. And this business is going to support us. This is going to be our sole income. Yeah. And how was that feeling exciting for you? Because it scared me to death. It was so scary. I thought, oh my gosh, I hope I'm a double diamond by then.
It was real exciting for me, honestly, to actually have that vision and actually understand what this company could be for our family, because I think that was right after my second to last deployment that I had. And I know I had a difficult time during that deployment, and there were several times when we were talking over Skype or whatever, and I was like, I'm done with this. I just need to be home with my family. So
I think you deployed the next month. You deployed the next February, the month after that.
That was after that one deployment, then went right back out. So yeah. And so I was just done. And I'd seen a little bit of what could happen through It Works. And then once we went to conference, it just opened my eyes and blew my mind. And honestly, it's seeing what you've been able to do through this company and actually digging into it a little bit myself. I have I see things a little bit differently. I think a little bit differently about how just to bring income into the household. And I used to think that you have to work hard. I'd be working hard for the rest of my life, paycheck to paycheck. Hopefully we'd get some money in savings and stuff like that. And one of my big plans was to, as I went through the military through the years, the way to pay for our kids' college was going to be through transferring my GI Bill and stuff like that. And now the future's so bright, and I realize that through this company, we're going to be able to support whatever our kids want to do without any trouble.
Well, and extracurriculars too. I mean, that wasn't even an option for us.
Oh, yeah.
No swimming lessons, no karate, nothing like that.
No.
We just couldn't afford it.
No.
And so that was January 2014. He left in February 2014, and I promoted to Double Diamond in April of 2014, just a few months later. And everything changed for us at that point. I know it's kind of hard to wrap your brain around when your wife is showing you this income chart and she's going, look, I want to be a diamond or a double diamond or a triple diamond. Just bear with me and let me do this business. And you're looking at the numbers going, honey, you are not going to be making $10,000 a month as triple diamond. That's not real. People don't make that much money. But let me just tell you, people make that much money. I personally know someone who's a double diamond that makes more than that number as a double diamond. I'm nearly to triple diamond myself, and it's exciting, and it's really rewarding. And this business isn't full of people that are just wanting to, get rich and scam off of people. It's not like that. No. We're a great big family. If you don't believe in the product yet, let your wife wrap you. Do your own before and after pictures. This product is real, and it's helping a lot of people. As a matter of fact, if you're a military man right now and you're listening to this and you're super macho and all that, military men love rapping, especially right before a PT test. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been great.
I have three guys that will just, for the past 2 or 3 PT tests, about 2 months before, they always come and buy a box of wraps from me.
Yep. It's great being so close to a base. And I just want to just do a sidebar here, and I didn't want this video to be very long, but I don't want this to be purely for military families either, but that's 90% of my team are military families. So I have found that it is a very unique opportunity for military because we know people who know people who know people all over the world. My downline is full of people, in other countries and APO addresses, and they're getting to, start their businesses in Germany and England and Australia and New Zealand because they're military and they're in these countries that are brand new and just opened with It Works, so they have a ground floor opportunity. Not saying that we're not ground floor here in the States. Yeah. We just hit 100,000 distributors. Other companies like Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, they've got millions of distributors, and so it's really a unique opportunity just to grow quickly. And I think that as military, we have a unique network. People, if you're a military person, another military family, for some reason, they just automatically trust you. They know that you've been through the same stuff. They know that money is tight.
Yep.
You automatically relate to each other. And so I know how tight money is, whether you're military or not. Money is tight. Money is, $99 to sign up is a lot of money. But the reason why I wanted to sign up was because I I felt good about it in my gut, and I make decisions quickly, and I do. Um, I married him less than 3 months after knowing him. I just know. You just know sometimes when a thing is right to do.
Yeah.
We're coming up on celebrating our 10-year anniversary in just a couple months, and so I felt right about it. And so, I if you don't feel right about this, talk to your wife about it, pray about it.
Definitely do that.
Give her a few months. Stand behind her and push her for just a few months, especially in the summertime, because this business will pay out real money. Let's see. My paycheck this last month was 6 times what yours is for the month.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Should we get a calculator?
It was about 3 times.
No, it's more than that.
It's a little over 4. It is.
Yeah.
It's a little over 4.
I don't want to exaggerate here. Hold on. Now it's got to be correct here. Yeah, 3.75. Yeah. Almost 4. Yeah. Almost 4 times what he makes. In just a month. And
that's not including my housing allowance.
Well,
just so
we're
you
talking
know.
about
just so you know.
So anyway, the thing is, I was talking to one of my team members, another military wife today, and she was saying her husband, it takes them years and years and years to promote sometimes.
Yeah.
And I remember getting so excited when you promoted to staff, and we were like, woo, we get like an extra $200 a month or something, and a better housing allowance. Yay.
And we never saw the housing allowance.
We never saw the housing allowance. We live in base housing. But, we remember being really excited over $200. Yeah. And how much more responsibility do you have now?
Oh, yes. Ton.
And every year that you're in, how much of a raise do you get?
Not enough. Not enough for the amount of work you have to do.
So, but one of my very dear friends, she just gave herself a 40% raise in 1 month. And
we're lucky to get a 1% raise every year.
And she is bringing in more than her husband is for this month. Her pay is higher than his. So, you guys, this is real money. It's not fake. If it were fake, he'd still be in the military, and I wouldn't be wasting my time.
Exactly.
We were able to pay for a trip to Disney World and have a good time and get, whatever we wanted to do while we were there. We didn't have to worry about checking the bank account every 5 seconds to make sure that there was still money there if we wanted to get, a gift for our kids. And I can't describe to you the freedom, how easy it was, how nice it is, and
it's an amazing feeling.
How it's like having a tax return, extra pay in your bank account every single month, and this isn't going to happen overnight. Like I said, I went double diamond at my 1 year mark, and before that it was a lot of work, but I would do it all over again.
In a heartbeat.
I would do it all over again to get to where we are now. And it's only going to get better, and it's only going to get easier, and it's only going to get more fun. So if you can, and you're still feeling skeptical, feel free to, we would love to have you over and sit down and have Definitely. A beer and talk to you all about it, because we feel really strongly about this business. We'd be happy to do a FaceTime meeting or jump on the phone or whatever. And Jonathan, he's kind of shy, and I'm a little more outspoken about the thing, but
I'm just reserved.
He's reserved. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Shy, like a girl. He's a little more quiet, but if you want to talk to him one-on-one, feel free. It's just we're here to help you guys, and we want what's best for you. This business is what was best for us, and we would love to teach you everything that we know. I mean, that's Straight part of what we're excited about. So I hope that you'll continue to just be supportive of your wife in this adventure, and understand that that this is a real opportunity, and that you can do it and she can do it, and it's simple. But the hard part is just not giving up and continuing to go even on days that are difficult.
Yeah.
Any last advice?
Just like Michelle was saying, just stay supportive as much as you can. It's been interesting on my part is just learning even more how to support my wife, and almost having like a servant's heart towards her even more so than I had in the past. Just helping around the house with the chores, stepping up a little bit there even more than I already was, has just I think it's improved our marriage a great deal, strengthened it in some, just because we're learning to lean on each other even more so, because both of our times are, little, little taken up here and more, taking up a little bit more time throughout the day.
But do you remember years ago the stress of just the debt that we were in? And we could never afford to go out to eat. We couldn't afford to do anything. We had $80 that would have to cover our groceries for the entire month.
Yeah.
And that's hard. And now it takes so much strain off the marriage when finances are not a stressor.
Yeah.
So, anyway, again, feel free to reach out to us. We are helpful. We're happy to help, and hope that you can understand what we're saying. We're not here to brag. We're not here to, rub our success in your face. What we want to do is teach you, because we want you to be in this exact same position 6 months from now, as fast as you can. So anyway, good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.